we go. Let's run it. All right, guys. So this is week 3 in the books. Week 3 movement in June, and I'm gonna just reiterate this because some of you guys are new to this call, brand new to what we're doing with these calls on a weekly basis. It's really only for the 4 weeks, 4 Sundays in June that we are doing this, and the whole purpose of this call, guys, is to get people to move with the intention around going Platinum 600, with the intention around building this business to create a residual income. And I truly believe that when you can get behind the vision, when you can back your actions with purpose and meaning behind, sharing this with people, like I genuinely, like when I share this business with people, guys, I don't think about like, oh, I need to get somebody started. I need it. Like, it's not about the numbers for me. It never really was. In the beginning, maybe because I was trying to catch my groove, but like I'm 4 years deep in the game, y'all, and like this for me, I've got so much passion behind my grind. I've got so much intention and purpose in the way that I move. When I do the things that I do, like I embody them like wholeheartedly. And I truly believe that what we have is the greatest thing on God's green earth. And I truly believe that when we share this with people, they have the opportunity to completely transform their entire lifestyle, not just financially, but mentally, emotionally, spiritually. And I could be a testament to that. So, guys, I want to welcome you guys to this call, week 3 of the movement in June. Zooms that we're doing. And like I mentioned, this is really about helping you guys go to the next level. And I know if you saw the image, the picture that I sent out, the light blue one, it's really, the intention around helping you go Platinum 600 by July 1st. I know some of you guys are coming into this call for the very first time. So we're going to pick up right where you're at. But I do want to say for those of you that are first timers on this call, and maybe you haven't exhausted your warm market, maybe you're like, Abby, I have no idea what this building thing is, but I'm open to it, but I'm hungry, but I want to learn, but I want to, create multiple streams of income. I want to start creating a residual income for myself and actually become an elite entrepreneur. I'm going to show you how to do that. And leading into our call tonight with our Chairman 25 and our DCX educator, Mike Sotero, he's going to be breaking down some incredible things that we actually got to experience and listen into this weekend at the Miami Summit. He's going to be sharing that tonight with a few other leaders. So what I'm going to do first, guys, just to kind of preface a few things, I'm going to share my screen. And for those of you that have not tapped into what it means to really share this with others, I'm going to give you a starting point. So I encourage you guys to take notes really quick. Okay. So this is my YouTube, and I put a playlist together because it's the same questions every time. I get the same questions every time when it comes to, how do I do this? What do I do, when I'm in this scenario? So what we kind of did was on my YouTube, if you go to playlist, it's just my name, Abigail Poston, you go to playlist all the way to the far right. There's a playlist called Intro to Building Trainings. And there's 6 videos. Let me go back here. There's 6 videos. And if you're brand new to this part, come on, YouTube. There we go. You just want to click on this playlist right here, and it's going to give you a list of videos. Okay. If you're brand new, all I want you to do is just start off with these first 2. This one, Jim Rohn, and then this one right here, 4-step invite. This video, I don't care if you're doing network marketing or not, or if you're trading, if you're building a business, it doesn't matter. This video right here changed the entire game for me when it comes to business and building relationships. And I think the biggest thing is having the right expectations, setting the right standard for yourself, so that when you move forward in your journey, you have certain awareness and understanding of what's to come, and you're not like caught off guard. You already expect those things to happen, and you're prepared. So I encourage you to start here. This video, I've listened to this multiple times. And every time I tune into it, I'm a different person. I'm a different version of myself, a different level of awareness, and I can take something, a new perspective from it. And then this 4-step invite is going to show you exactly how to go out and actually share this. So I'm going to start there. Guys, this call, it's week 3. So we're going to jump into actually sharing this with people and what we call cold market. And cold market are people that we don't know. They don't know us. They might be strangers from social media. They might be, you know, people that maybe you meet in person, you know, maybe at a restaurant or whatever it is. And there might be like a different way of speaking to people in person, but it's the same concept. And so that's what I'm going to talk about with you guys right now, is just kind of going over a few things that I think are going to really help, and kind of mixing in a few of I know we had the call last night, but mixing in a few major takeaways from this weekend at the Miami Summit to help you guys shape your perspective, and expectations around, you know, what we're really doing and how you can take advantage, of the opportunity at hand. And one thing that I want to kick this off with, guys, I heard, I would write this name down. He's an educator on the platform for both the Forex side as well as the cryptocurrency side, DCX. Hold on one second, guys. So he's not only an educator for the Forex side, but he's also an educator for the cryptocurrency side. His name's Mike Navarrete, and he was at the event this weekend. And by far, I mean, there was a lot of incredible speakers. I tried to record all of them, and I want to upload them to my YouTube because I need to go back and listen to them again. But he said a few profound things that I think will shape the mentality for a lot of people when it comes to maximizing your experience and really taking full advantage of what this academy has to offer for your benefit and to make an actual impact. And I heard somebody this weekend, they were talking about impact and what it really means. And I believe Tony Robbins was the one that actually had kind of said it in some of his audios and speeches. But if you I think the global currency he was saying was fulfillment. And the only real way for you to create fulfillment for yourself is by making an impact, by having some sort of contribution, by, you know, being of value to other people. And I'm not saying this in an ego way at all whatsoever. I just want to give you an example of what you could do. And this is just, you know, steps of being in your process and where you can go. But this weekend was really humbling for me, going to the summit and meeting, you know, a lot of different people. I had a handful of people come up to me just saying, you know, hey, I think I've seen you on the calls. You know, I think I've seen you, you know, do the overviews or, you know, run the opportunity calls. I think I've seen your face before. I've actually had guests on your calls and they ended up getting started. And that to me was one of the most fulfilling feelings, because it's like, man, I don't even have any monetary benefit to you, because everybody thinks like, oh man, you know, people are just doing this, blah, 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 to, you know, get a sign up or to make money off of other people. And it's not about that. Like, I'm looking at, you know, Mike Sotero, our chairman 25, somebody I completely respect and model after, and really got to build a closer relationship with him this weekend. I look at him and I say, man, how can I help Mike, you know, build his organization, help the people on his team? And so I think if we can start to operate with that mentality of, you know, how can I continue to serve and help and make an impact and just be a person of value? Ask yourself, in all that you do, in every area that you're moving towards, are you an asset or are you a liability? And when it comes to truly making an impact and truly being a part of something bigger than yourself that you can actually tap into, it's so incredibly empowering and important that you ask yourself these questions so that you can figure out, you know, am I actually being an asset? Am I, you know, or am I being a liability, right? We all have smartphones. Until you start getting money to work on your phone, it's just a liability. And I'll tell you guys right now, on my flight over here, this is crazy. I was just telling Alex, I didn't even tell her I got in the trade. Whenever I get into trades, like, I don't tell nobody. But when I was on my flight over here this morning, I had put in a trade literally last night at like 2 a.m. because that's when we fell asleep. And I put in a trade on the Ethereum chart. And again, guys, I said this before, be a product of the product. Okay. Don't just try to do something for a few times and then say it doesn't work. This is for the trading and for the building side. Okay. We want to become an elite entrepreneur, like really max out your opportunity to become your best version. But last night I put in a trade following Curtis Cobain, DCX educator, crypto educator for the platform, following his strategy while I was traveling. And I put in the trade at 2 a.m. I was like, this is at my level. I'm putting in an order. And by the time I got off my flight this afternoon in Arizona, I was up 1,500 pips. I could show you the screenshot. I put it on my story. I was like, this is stupid. Like, this is insane. Learn this skill set and it will pay you no matter where you go in the world, no matter what you're doing, no matter what's going on. It's Father's Day. My dad is back home in Maryland, so I'm going to be giving him a call here in a bit. I'm taking care of this call first, going to call him after. But like, things are happening every single day, and we still have the opportunity to have control of our personal economy. We still have control of, what we're doing with our money, with our finances, and we have the opportunity to become financially aware, financially literate, financially educated in the largest financial markets in the world and become our own digital investor. And so I know I'm talking a little bit about trading right now, but I just want to give you guys some perspective. This is so much bigger than us. And I know if some of you guys are brand new to this call, you may not see the vision just yet, but maybe if I can just start to sprinkle a little bit in there, maybe if I could just start to plant some seeds to show you really where you can go with learning this skill set. But also, guys, somebody I listened to this weekend, Nick Gomez, write him down again, another educator for the cryptocurrency side. He was able to speak for us this weekend, and man, I can't wait to upload the audio that I got of him because I think it'll rock some of you guys, rock your world, and some of the things that he was saying. But there's an image I wish I could maybe show you on my computer. I sent it in the chat the other day, but he was talking about creating like generational wealth, not just creating like income. I don't know about you guys, like, but I want more than just an extra couple $100 every single month. I want more than just a couple $1,000s a month in income. I want to create wealth for myself, but I also want to break generational curses at the same time. And he said something so incredible. And I've heard him say this before, but I think he went a little bit more detail yesterday. He said at the event, he was like, look, there's so many different ways to make money inside of this platform. This is like, you will not find another place to do what we're doing here. I've learned the skill set of trading, and I can apply it to multiple different markets. That's crazy. And he was saying his kind of method of creating wealth inside of this platform, because Nick Gomez has multiple streams of income. He is a multiple 9-figure trader and investor with multiple streams of income that he's taken on the residual side to fund his trading, to fund his investments. So let me just share this with you. I don't know if you guys can really see this, so I'll just read it. But he had an image, and you can look at it in the I Am Team chat. I sent it in there yesterday or the day before. He said generational wealth, the process that you can create inside of the academy. So basically, and this is why, and I just want to kind of nip this right now, because some people kind of have this stigma against building. It's not building, it's not trading. It's let's become an elite entrepreneur. That's what Mike Navarrete was talking about. Let's create multiple streams of income. Let's allow our money to work for us and not limit ourselves to, like, if I said, hey guys, there's 2 bags of money on the table. There's a Gucci bag and there's a Louis Vuitton bag. Well, which one are you going to take? There's $200 bags on the table. Which one are you going to take? You can take both, right? That's how I see it. I'm like, I don't, I think I just want this $100 bag. No. I want both bags. Y'all get what I'm saying? So he said, build the business, right? Share this with people, make an impact. I think that's why you guys are on this call, because you actually have a desire and a hunger to max out and maximize your experience here in the academy. But by sharing this with other people, you're not only making an impact on others by learning this skill set, getting financially educated. I don't know how many times I got to say it, but getting financially educated in the worst economy since the Great Depression. Now you get to become your own economy. You get to do what the banks do and now become your own bank, get your money to work for you. You can make an impact on others, and then you can create a residual income for yourself. Okay. I'm blessed. I'm grateful. I am grateful to have an extra $2,000 a month in residual income. Am I content? No. I want to go levels and levels deeper. Chairman 10, Chairman 25, Chairman 50, Chairman 100. Like, that's where I've got my sights. But the biggest thing, guys, right now is like, how can you create your own residual income? That's my focus. I'm like, I got to get out of the way, and I want to focus on who's on this call that's hungry, that wants to create a residual income for themselves, meaning every single Friday, you're getting paid for the work that you did one time. You're not getting paid for your time. You're getting paid for doing the work one time every single week. And then you get to take that income, what Nick was saying, and put it into your portfolio, put it into your leverage trading account. So let me give you an example. So let's say you go Platinum 600. Platinum 600, for those of you guys that don't know, it's an extra $600 residual income a month. That would change somebody's lifestyle. That would completely change somebody's lifestyle. And I met some people this weekend that traveled here from Latin American countries. I had somebody that came here for this weekend that traveled from Jamaica, and he was making $1,000 residual income a month. In Jamaica, he's like balling. He was like, "Oh yeah, that's a lot of money in Jamaica," and he comes to the States and he's like, "Oh my God, I'm spending this and that." But anyways, he tells us what he's doing with his money, and he's like, I'm taking my residuals and I'm putting it into my trading account, and I'm taking the same trades that are being called. I'm learning the skill set, and I'm taking that money and I'm withdrawing it. I'm putting it into my Coinbase account to now grow my portfolio. And you guys, if you know this, if you're on the DCX or the Elite Pack, you now have the opportunity to not just obviously leverage trade Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, whatever, but you have the opportunity to now build a portfolio and actually get educated on the proper coins that actually have value and utility and are solving real world problems and issues. Now you can put your money to work in your portfolio. But not only that, Mike Sotero, Nick Gomez on the platform for the cryptos, this is for the crypto side, y'all. Okay, that's why I say there's so many different streams of income. They're now telling you and teaching you which coins, which tokens you should be investing into, and tokens and coins that you actually can earn interest on. You can earn an APY on. Mike just sent us Superbid. We had like a little competition at the Miami Summit, and it was like, I don't know how many tables, maybe like 18 tables or something, and we were table 10. And our table won the competition of how many invites we could get confirmed on a call. Actually, on the call, we had 39 guests from our table, 4 people, crazy. So we won, and Mikey sent Superbid to us. And Superbid, when he sent it, was at like $3. I'm like, sheesh, let's go. And so now, not only do I have money in Superbid, but I also have interest. My money is also making money on its money. Y'all get that? Now, guys, I have like in this company alone, I'm working on my 5th income stream. But the craziest part is like the company's just providing the education in the tools and the resources. They're not using they're not getting a cut of my money. That's why I'm partnered here, because they don't take any of my investments. That 1,500 pips I just caught on Ethereum, that's my money. That's not the company's money. It's an educational platform. So whatever you do is yours. Full responsibility, full transparency. So now we have multiple different streams of income that we can start getting to work for us. Mikey has an account. I know I shouldn't really be saying this, but he has an account that, he's earning residual income off of. I'm not going to say the amount. You can jump on his Go Lives and he'll probably talk about it a little bit. But he has a few accounts where he's actually, has a portfolio, and his multiple coins that he's invested into are literally creating residual income for him every single week. It literally says, this is how much you're making on average every single week. That's what it says. I don't know what else to tell you. So they're like, a lot of you guys, you're new, you haven't really like made money trading yet, because it does take time, y'all. It does take time. If you're in here trying to make, quick buck, trying to make your rent in 30 days, I'm sorry, but like you've got to switch your mentality or you're not going to last. I'm just being straight up. You want to create wealth? Don't disrespect trading. Don't disrespect your process. Don't disrespect the people that took a long time. Some of us took, for me, it took me 18 months to learn this skill set. I'm not saying it's going to take you 18 months. I'm just saying you need to find your groove. But in that time, I created $1,000, $2,000 a month of residual income that I was just putting into my trading account. I was just putting into my portfolio. So I'm not going to limit myself. That's what I wanted to kind of clear that message with you guys, whoever needed to hear it. But there's so many opportunities for you to create an income. You just got to go get your piece. Don't limit yourself. Don't have a closed mind. Like there's bags of money on the table. Go grab it. Go take your piece. Okay. So build a business, allow those residual income to fund your trading account, compound your trading account. Okay. And then you're able to take that money. And I don't know if you guys know this is the last thing I'll say on the trading part. But you can take the income that you make from your trades. So like the money that I just made from my Ethereum trade, I could leave it in my account, or I could transfer it into Coinbase and into Bitcoin or whatever. And what's crazy is I will not be taxed on that money until it hits my bank account, because it's just going into Bitcoin or it's just going into Ethereum. Y'all know that. And if you didn't know that, there you go. And that's the coolest part about this is like, I can make my money. I can transfer it from, different wallets, different, addresses, different platforms. And as long as it doesn't touch my bank account, I'm not being taxed on it yet. So take note of that. And then it's just a cycle. So if you want the image, it's in the chat. I actually haven't even looked at the Zoom, so let me take a look. How are we feeling, y'all? Let's go. Let's go. All right. So cool. That's some good stuff. So the crypto side is incredible. I have Elite for a reason because it just makes the most sense. But I've got a couple people getting started this week, and I'm going to show you how I'm actually doing that, which I'm learning from my mentors. I got a few people getting started this week because they see the value in the entire platform. Like, this is what I kind of tell people. I'm like, look, you can do whatever you want when you get started, but you're going to limit yourself if you don't maximize the opportunity at hand. Like, you want to create wealth, you want to expedite your process and your success, go create a residual income, go make an impact, go make an impact, go share this with others. So let me kind of share with you guys a couple things that I think will be super helpful um, when it comes to talking and speaking and sharing this with people on social media. Now, if you've never done this before, I recommend you start with your warm market, which are those videos that I just showed you at the beginning, those two videos, Jim Rohn, and then the 4-step invite. It's so simple. You literally watch those, okay? And then you go to your phone and you go to your phone contacts. I know just a few months ago, I went to my phone contacts and I had over almost 1,000 contacts in my phone. It was like 974. And right now I have like 453 or something. Yeah, 454. So I just go through my phone and I just do whatever it says in those videos. And you're gonna hear from somebody. I promise you, there's two people in there. If you just want to get your membership for free, there are two people in there that would be happy and grateful and are looking for a plan. Okay, looking for a plan to get their money to work for them, looking for a plan to create an income stream from home, from their phone, whatever, to get their money to work for them. Um, Phone contacts, Facebook, your Facebook friends, people that know you, your Snapchat friends, people that know you, your Instagram friends, people that know you, right? You can do that. I've seen people multiple times, dozens of times. It's duplicatable. Go out and do this, and they're able to get a free membership and beyond. So that's that. But we're going to talk about actually creating residual income really quick. And I want to just show you a couple things that have been working for me. And I'm going to share my screen. I don't want you to get caught up with the words. I want you to focus on being yourself. Okay. And I want you to focus on there's a process to this. And I want you to focus on your intention behind why you're doing what you're doing. Okay. And I heard this the other day, or at the summit this weekend. The guy was one of the guys that said, you know, in order for you to be able to share this, you have to believe in what you have in front of you. When I first got started a few years ago, I got started and I was excited. And so I leaned on my excitement to share this. And I saw the bigger vision. I immediately was like, yeah, I'm building the business. I'm going all in. That was like my mentality. I was like, yep, that makes sense. So that was like where I was at. You have to figure out where you're at right now. And I talked about this last week on the call with burning desire, having a burning desire. And everybody has specific levels and specific desire levels when it comes to, what they do in their life. If you don't have a hunger, a drive, and I'll even go as far to say an obsession about what you're doing, okay, you're not going to last. And I would rather be real on this call because I know that if we can be transparent, we give ourselves the opportunity to grow. If I just tell you what I think you want to hear, but not what you need to hear, nobody's going to go anywhere. So I hope you can appreciate what I'm saying and kind of just giving you guys, the real. But when it comes to sharing this with people, guys, on what we call a cold market, that's what this call is about, is I want you guys to just think about why you're doing this in the first place, really get real with that reason, and recognize that other people are looking for the same thing. Think about how you got introduced and why you needed this in your life. Somebody else out there is literally thinking the exact same thing. They just don't have the right guidance. They don't have the right vehicle. And I think the biggest thing why I'm still here is they don't have the right community, if any kind of community at all. They said this weekend, 70% of the reason why most people are still here after a long time, even through all the trials and tribulations, the doubt, the upset, the fear, the worry, the whatever, is because of a strong community, is strong relationships. So I'm going to share my screen. You can take note on it for what you will, but I want you to not so much focus on what's being said, but I want you to focus on who you're going to be when you say it. Okay. So let me do this really quick. My app store keeps opening up. 1 second, y'all. Get out of here. Alrighty. So I have a blueprint that I follow myself. I've actually gotten to the point where I don't even pull this up anymore because you guys ever heard, I said it last week briefly, but you guys ever heard of the term called unconscious competence? There's like 4 levels of learning, 4 levels of mastery. And being unconscious competent about what you do just means that you don't even have to think about it. It's just natural. It's just subconscious. I'm sure think about something in your life, maybe it's sports, hell, maybe it's even driving your car. Like how many times have you guys gotten in your car and you drive somewhere and you're like, "Oh, man, I don't even remember driving here." Like that's because it's so subconscious, you don't even think about it. You just do on command. And so what I'm trying to say here is like I've gotten to the point with prospecting and having conversations with people that I don't even have to think about it, what to say. Like if I'm in the conversation, I just already know. I just already know. And so for a lot of you guys, it's not going to be unconscious competence right away. It's going to be, what is it? Unconscious incompetence. And then conscious incompetence. So conscious incompetence means like you know that you don't know. Unconscious incompetence means you don't even know that you don't even know. So conscious incompetence means you know that you don't know. So you know that you don't know how to do this yet. And then conscious competence means that you know that you're starting to know. So like that you may think about something in your life where you're not like in flow yet. You still have to think about. So like if you guys have ever heard a presentation, you guys have ever seen an overview, like a Zoom overview, I know that there's some people that are still like in that conscious competence phase where they have to think about what they need to say on the calls. They have to think about what they need to say on the Zoom calls. So you guys have to figure out kind of where you're at with this. I know that there's a wide spectrum of people on this call. Some people are like, nope, this is my first time. I'm at that unconscious incompetence level. I don't even know that I don't even know. And it's all good. We all start somewhere. So I just want to get that perspective. I'm at a point right now where it's just like, I know this like the back of my hand. And that's what I want to be able to help you guys do is get to that point where you just know this skill set. You just know how to have a meaningful conversation. You just know how to invite. And so something that I do and something that Christian Jukes talked about this weekend, and if you guys know who Luke Kessler is, they're going to both be speaking tonight. They were talking about social media, which I recorded his training, and they were also talking about how to have a conversation with people, how to have a meaningful conversation. And I know Christian has a video. If you actually go to my YouTube channel, I won't really go into it right now, but if you go to my YouTube, that same playlist, Christian actually talks about his conversation pipeline. And in that video, he literally will break down 0 to 100 what he's doing inside of sharing this with people. And I highly encourage you, if you're on the cold market part of this, you go to that video, this one right here, this little picture. Let me see if I can pull it up. This picture is phenomenal. I know it's kind of cut off, but like this image, he used this weekend to share with us how to have a meaningful conversation. So there are multiple different ways that you can go out and like actually open up a conversation. Typically it's like you want to compliment them, you want to say whatever. I know some of you guys on this call, you can maybe think back to maybe, the person that shared this with you, what they said. But something that I do, guys, is I just open up conversations and I'll kind of do the exact same thing that I do on Instagram and Facebook. But I'm just saying something really, really simple like this. And I'm going to tell you right now, if your social media is not credible, this is going to be a little difficult. And what I mean by that is you have to make sure that you're posting on your stories. You have to make sure that you're like, think about it like this. If somebody randomly texted you and your social media does not show that you have any type of credibility at all whatsoever, I'm not talking about a blue check mark. I'm not talking about having a lot of followers. I'm not talking about having a lot of likes. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, are you a person of value? You can write that down. Are you a person of value? That's what people look for. Okay. People look for, people that are of value and people that have an idea of where they're going. People follow people that know where they're going. So do you know where you're going? And are you conveying that to whoever's on your socials? So think about that for yourself and what you can do to be a person of value and show people that you can take them where they want to go, wherever you're going. Okay. So this is kind of like, you don't have, like, I'm not saying you have to do this exactly, but I will say that this has been working for me. This is how I'm able to bring on 3 to 5 people every single week. I'm introducing and sharing this with people and helping 3 to 5 people get started every single week. That's a normal for me right now. Just doing this. Cold market. I'm not talking about warm market, okay? Warm market are people that know you. So I just say something like this. Hey, what's up, girl? Hey, what's up, bro? You got to talk to people how you talk to people. And I'll literally say this. I know this is completely random, but you seem really dope and driven. So I thought I'd reach out. Are you open to making another stream of income? I say that. And I really don't care if people leave me on red, if people say no, or what people say. You know why? Because all I'm looking, you can write this down. I'm only looking for people that are looking for a plan to do what we do. But here's the thing, you don't know who's looking for a plan. So you ask everybody. Okay. And that's the part, is like people will prejudge, pre-assume, think that, you know, this isn't for certain people. And you'll probably be completely wrong. People will surprise you. The people that you think are going to come in here and kill it are the people that disappear. Not all the time, but like I've seen it happen a lot of times. The people that you think that aren't going to do anything with this, it's crazy because they actually come in here and they light this thing up. It's crazy. So I don't prejudge, but I like to start off with a question like this because I get all of the headache out of the way. I'm like, are you open or not? And I think what really helps, not just myself, but people that actually win with this, is having a strong social media presence. And all I mean by that is, are you being a person of value? I said this already. That's it. Are you being a person of value? Are you consistent? Are you showing people where they can go? Just be yourself. That's it. So I say, are you open to making another stream of income? They're going to say yes or no. Sometimes people are like, yeah, you know, well, what is it? Or what do you have? Blah, blah, blah. And I just take it from there. And then all I say from there, guys, is I say, yeah, absolutely. I'll definitely fill you in on all the details. If you've ever heard me say this, and maybe I enrolled you, like, this is all I do. It doesn't matter what they say right here. It doesn't matter what they say to this. I will literally just follow up and say, yeah, I'll definitely fill you in on all the details. And I don't want you to get super caught up with what I'm saying right here. The bottom line of what I say, guys, is this. I'll type it out. I'm looking for 2 things. Where are you at in your life right now? And where do you want to go? If I don't know where somebody's at, I cannot take them where they want to go. Okay? That's all I want to know. All of this other stuff in here is just me talking, which I probably don't even need to say all this. But all I'm trying to do here, I'll give you a mock voice note. Let me see. So I could say something like, hey, what's up, Josh? Yeah, man, I'll definitely fill you in on all the details. But I do want to make sure this is going to be a good fit for you. Just want to get a better idea of, you know, where you're at in your life right now, if you're working, if you're in school. And I think the biggest thing, man, you know, everybody wants to make more money. Everybody wants financial increase. But what does that look like for you? Like, why is that important to you in your life right now? That's literally what I'll do. That was like 20 seconds, if that. That's all I do. Where are you at in your life right now? And now where do you want to go? Like, that's my tie-in question of like, why is that source of income important? Everybody wants to make more money, duh, but why? Why do you want to make more money? Because if you come into this saying you just want to make money, you will quit when you don't realize that your expectations are not being met. Somebody, Lisaldo said it the other day, and it was like phenomenal the way that he said it. I don't think I'm gonna be able to find it, but if I find it, I will tell you. Yeah, he said something like, when you're, I'll have to text it to you guys in the chat, but he said something like that. I will say this, since I have it right here, you can write this down. I thought this is a little off topic, but this is powerful. He said, Lisaldo from yesterday's Miami Summit, he said, people, you got to ask yourself who you are, and time will tell. But he said, people come into this business that are only built for success and not failure. There are people that will come into this academy, trading, building, whatever, and they were only built for success. and not failure. And what I mean by that and what he was saying with that is you're going to go, you could be in here right now, or somebody on this call, or somebody in our organization, whatever, you could get started and you could maybe go, have great results with your trading, like right out the gate. You could have great results in building a business. Maybe you go platinum 150, P600 your first week, your first 2 weeks, whatever. And then as soon as a little bit of adversity hits, you're out the game. You're out the game. You were only built for success, but not to handle the failure. They said at the summit this weekend, they were like, who here has been in the industry for more than 3 years, more than 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years? I've been in the game for about a little over 4 years. And they said, and so the guy, he's a Chairman 100, who's also an educator for the platform. He has 20 sources of income. I want to get to that level. This dude is a multiple 9-figure earner, and he's a Chairman 100. And he was saying how, he's been in the industry for almost a decade. Like this is his year 9. And he said, could you go 7 years to hit Chairman 100? Could you go 7 years to finally have your breakthrough? Adversity. Years of bad luck, whatever. Years of BS that are happening to you. Could you outlast your process? He was sharing so many things about like what he was going through, but he's still here today. I'm not saying it's going to take you that long. I'm just saying your process is your process. It's for you to grow and develop and become the person that you need. There may be people on this call that are built for both success and for failure, and you knock it out the gate in your first 12 months, you go Chairman. You crack a multiple 6-figure trading account. You're already ready for that. Your process is going to be different than other people. But I wanted to share that because I thought that was really powerful. And Mike Sotero said this. Somebody had asked them, how do you know if somebody's going to make it, right? How do you know if somebody's going to hit Chairman in the business, or, go create a multiple 6-figure trading account? How do you know that somebody's going to go and do that? And he said, I don't know just by shaking your hand. First impression, first, conversation. How I know is if you can outlast all the adversities that life hits you. If I've seen you go through, pardon my French, but bullshit, if I see you go through some BS in your life over and over and over and over again, you continue to get back up, you continue to outlast the adversity, I know you're going to go. I know you're going to go Chairman. I know you're going to get it done. And just ask yourself. So I wanted to put that out there, but these are the things that I ask people. Okay. And the people that give me a hard time, the people that don't watch the video, the people that say no, that's why I do this, because I don't want to beat around the bush with conversations that are going to last forever. Like I want to know right now. I want to collect a decision. You don't have to say yes, but I just want to know where you at. So I ask people, hey, awesome. I'll definitely fill you in on all the details. But I definitely want to make sure this is going to be a good fit for you guys. When I have conversations, I'm not just trying to get a sign up. I'm actually looking at this person. Like look at Brevin, guys, shout out to Brevin. He literally just got started this past week, 18 years old, just graduated from high school, like ready to run it up on the crypto side. Super, super excited for you, bro. And I think the coolest part about this is like, you could come into this and you could literally start from scratch, and you could have the opportunity to create so much success for yourself. And so you want to find out where are people at in their life and where do they want to go. So I looked at Brevin. I was like, man, is this somebody that I want to work with? Can I actually see a partnership develop? Can I actually see us build a relationship together? Can I actually see myself helping him win and create success, for him and throughout his journey? Those are the things that I'm actually looking at before they even respond back to me. Right. And so I'm asking people, I genuinely want to know. Like my actions are backed behind purpose. They're backed behind a mission that I'm just relentless about. And you've got to ask yourself, is that you? And maybe it's not you right away, but if you're new, your excitement will carry you through a lot of the stuff that's going to happen. Maybe the doubt will seep in. Maybe people will start saying stuff to you or whatever. But that's why it's so important that you be around the campfire. We have a call like this. We do trainings. We have calls where it's just literally allowing you to add value to yourself and build your belief. Sometimes people get turned off by calls and they don't show up, even though they could, but you're missing the point. these calls, these events, which everybody should be getting their ticket to SummerSlam, that's happening in August. You have to realize that this stuff that's happening, every opportunity to get on a call, an event, a meeting, or whatever, is just your opportunity to grow you. It's just another opportunity to add value to, your cup. It's another opportunity to elevate your standards of excellence, elevate your belief, because trading's already hard enough to learn this, that we don't do this by ourselves. I mean, I trade by myself, but like being able to be a part of something bigger than me, like that's what I want to surround myself with. So guys, these are the top 2 questions. Where are you at in your life right now? And I want to know where they want to go. So genuinely, I'll say it one more time. It's recorded, so I'll say it one more time. I'll literally inbox somebody and I'm voice noting them. You can send a text, that's fine. I like to voice note because typically if somebody gets a message like this, there's a lot of spammers, there's a lot of scammers online. I get it. So I send a little voice note just so they can hear that I'm a real person. And then half the time they're like, oh man, like I appreciate the voice note. Like you're actually real. I'm like, yeah, I'm real. So I'll send them a voice note. Just like, yeah, absolutely. I'll definitely fill you in on all the details. But I definitely want to make sure that this is going to be a good fit for you. Just kind of get an idea, where are you at in your life right now? Are you working? Are you in school? And I think the biggest thing is, why are you looking to create another stream of income? Everybody needs money. Everybody's looking to make more money. But why is that important to you? And they tell me. They literally will probably write me their life paragraph after that. They're like, oh man, like I really appreciate you actually asking me. And I'm like, yeah, like I actually, take time to invest into people. Like I want to know where they're at so I can help them. And then they're going to tell you, and you're going to find the need. They're going to tell you that reason. Oh man, like I hate working the 9 to 5. I had somebody tell me that this morning. I hate working my job. Like I've been doing this for 15 years and I'm just like, I just don't know where to go next. And then what I do next, what do I do after that? I just relate. That's what this is. All this is right here is me relating. So you got to relate to them. Okay. So I'm just like, man, like, I actually felt the same way. I may just throw in my story a little bit. 5 years ago, I was just a kid in 100K student loan debt. I didn't have a plan for my career. I didn't have a financial plan either. And I needed to do something different. I just didn't know what that looked like. I knew I had to make a change. I think this is definitely something that you need to take a look at. If I sent you a quick video that breaks down how, what's helped me create multiple streams of income part-time alongside your job. So whatever they said, maybe it's their job that they don't like, and they don't have to like, it's not even about like not liking something. Maybe they're just looking for community. Maybe they're looking for purpose. Maybe they're looking to be a part of something bigger. I think sometimes we can think like, oh, let me find the need. The need could be something positive. Oh man, like, I'm actually trying to be a part of something bigger than myself. So whatever they say, I'm just tying it into the if I would you. Okay. That's the only way that I invite guys. If you ever have gotten text messages from me, I'm always inviting you that way. If I send you a video that breaks down, what's helped me, insert their need, insert their reason, create another stream of income, help me create some time freedom, help me quit my job, help me, be a part of a community of like-minded people, help me really establish a sense of purpose for myself. Would you be able to watch that video before 8 p.m. tonight? That last part right there, before 8 p.m. tonight, that's a commitment. I don't like just sending videos. No. You will definitely not get a response. So I always have like a time commitment because people will respond back to me. Like if they say, yeah, oh yeah, I can watch before 8 p.m. I'll say, cool. Okay, perfect. And you can put whatever time you want. I have 8 p.m. just so you guys know, because there's 9 p.m. Eastern Zoom calls that we do throughout the week. So I know if they can watch the video before 8, I can then invite them to the Zoom call. I'm like, hey man, what'd you like best? Okay, cool. Awesome. You like DCX? Man, there's actually a crypto talk happening in like 50 minutes. If I got you on that call to hear my mentor's story of how he's building his portfolio and creating interest on his account, would you want to tune into that? Cool. That's 2 exposures in like 24 hours. And then he's going to get on a call with me, or she's going to get on a call with me right after. So all I'm doing now, guys, after the 8 p.m., after I confirm this, or like, yeah, I can watch it by 8. I'm like, perfect. I'm going to put in my calendar to talk with you then, and answer any of your questions. Write down any of your questions, whatever. Talk with you then, and then I send the video. And then when I follow up, I'm just asking them what they like best. I'll usually start off with some gratitude, like, hey, like I really appreciate you for watching the video. Hey, really appreciate you for checking out the Zoom tonight. It was packed with so much value. What did you like best about everything you saw? And they're going to tell you. And I'm going to kind of leave it at that. I think the only other thing that I would say is once you ask them what they like best, they're going to tell you. And the only reason why I'm asking them what they like best and not what they think, because I don't care what they think. And I'm not trying to say that in a mean way. I'm just saying, like, if they have something negative to say, this ain't for them. We don't need to continue conversation. Y'all feel me? So, like, I want to know what they like best, and then we can take the conversation from there. And I'm just going to agree and expand on it. So let's say, you know, they're like, I love Swipecoin, or I love the fact that I can make money from my phone, or man, I've always wanted to learn how to trade, or, you know, I think that residual income is cool. Whatever they say, I'm like, hell yeah. I'm like, yeah, awesome. Like that's actually one of my favorite parts. Or, you know, I actually have one of my best friends or one of my really good friends, or, you know, somebody I just helped get started. They're actually tapping into that. They love that part. I'm just agreeing and expanding on whatever they say. And then I ask them, you know, do you have any questions, or is this something that you're looking to get started with? They're going to tell you. This, I actually want them to tell me their objections. This is where they're going to tell me their objections. Some people are going to be like, yeah, I'm actually ready to get started. I'm like, cool, let's get on a call. Let's get you set up. But most people, they're probably going to be like, oh, money, time, belief, whatever. They need to see more information. All good. So what I'll do is if they're like, I'd like to see a little bit more information, I get them on a Zoom call, like an overview, or I'll get them another, like maybe more in-depth video. Okay. But if they're like, you know, I actually do have some questions regarding blah, blah, blah. Well, I'm not going to sit here going back and forth on the chat at answering all their questions. This is the part that I don't think people realize, because we were only taught to trade our time for money. If you're on the left-hand side of the cash flow quadrant, you were not taught about leverage. I was never taught the power of leverage. And what I'm talking about right now is leveraging somebody with more experience and credibility to get in front of your person. So anytime that I'm in this part of the conversation and they say, yeah, I have questions, or they have objections, I don't typically try to answer any of that in the conversation. I'm actually trying to get them connected with my mentor, Mike Soltero, Christian Jukes. I say, hey, Mikey, you have some time this afternoon to jump on a call. I've got someone that's actually really interested. They just have a few questions before getting started. I get on a call with Mike. I say, and this is what I say. This is a little bit more in depth. But all I'm saying here, guys, is I'm like, yeah, absolutely. I actually had a few questions before I got started. I want to introduce you to my personal mentor. He's actually helped me, you know, create success throughout my trading journey. And I know he has all the information and will be able to help you too. Super busy guy. He might be able to pop on, you know, for 5 minutes on a call. If I got him on, would you be able to get on the call with us? Something like that. And it's recorded, so you guys can go back and watch this. But like, that's what I'll say. And I'll just send them a text and they'll say, yeah, I can do, you know, 2 p.m. tomorrow. I can do 3 p.m., blah, blah, blah. And that's it. So I'm going to stop it there because there's so much more that I could go through, but I'm just not. I don't think we need to go there yet. What I think we need to do is just get in the process of like actually starting new conversations. I think the biggest thing that I think something that really holds people back, and I'll read this to you, are not even physical stuff. Like it's not doing the work. Like doing this is simple. This is very simple. Anybody can start a conversation. Anybody can have this screen pulled up and write, you know, what they need to say. I think what hold people back is the four mental enemies. And Angela, I think her name is Angela Cruikshank. She's a Chairman 50. She actually was speaking yesterday, and she said the four mental enemies inside of what we do, you know, becoming an elite entrepreneur. She said number one is deception. You can write this down because these are probably things that you'll experience. Okay. Number one is deception, meaning people are going to deceive you. People are going to lie to you. And I'm being really transparent on this call because I don't want you guys to think that, you know, you just got started and it's going to be rainbows and sunshine. No, it's going to be good times, but there's also going to be work. Freedom ain't free. Success comes with a price. Are you willing to pay that price? And so there's four mental enemies that you're going to experience. Trust me, you will. I've experienced all of these. And I feel like it's just the beginning and it's really tested me. But because of it, it's built rhino skin. Can't phase me. You can't phase me anymore. And there's still things I know I'm going to experience, but if I can maybe just point you guys in the right direction and prepare you for what's to come, so that when it happens, you're not blindsided and, oh my God, I have a kid in this business, nobody wants to sign up with me, blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, it's part of the process. So she said, number one is deception. People are going to deceive you. Prospects, people on your team, they're going to lie to you. People are going to say, oh yeah, I'll show up to that event, and they don't show up. Oh yeah, I'll show up to that call, and then they don't show up. Or your team will say stuff to you and they're not there. Oh yeah, I'm going chairman. No, you're not. Where's your actions? Show me your calendar. And I love everybody, but I don't believe you until I see you move your feet. That's just like a hard lesson I had to learn. Is you could be all excited, you could be fired up, but until you get to moving, you start to like move with your actions and not your mouth, nobody's gonna believe you. Okay, so deception is number one. Number two is rejection. Rejection. I think this actually takes people out first because they can't handle the no's. But you have to realize people aren't saying no to you. They're actually saying no to themselves. And let me read this to you because I wrote this down. They said, let's see if I can find it. So people that tell you no, their no was just a sign that they did not see the greatness in me. So when people tell me no, they're actually just saying no, it's that they don't believe, in what we're actually doing. And I'm like, that's your loss. You didn't see the value. You didn't see the vision of where this can take you. So don't take it personally. And I actually want to read this quote that somebody said yesterday or the day before. She was like, and this is what moved people into action and not let these things phase them. They said, I was more afraid of poverty than public opinion. I was more afraid of poverty, whatever is like, whatever lights you up. I know not everybody is in this, was in a situation. I know for me, it wasn't really about poverty. It was like, I was more afraid of not being able to pay my student loans every month. $1,000 is a lot for a kid that's only making $1,500 a month. I had to do something different. Okay. I was more afraid of that than public opinion. I don't care what anybody says. So wherever you're at, just remember why you're doing this. Okay. So rejection, people are going to say no. It's part of the process. Jim Rohn says in his video that I told you guys about in the beginning, I'm almost done with this call, guys, I promise. I don't want to take a lot of your time, but I do want to give you guys value and guidance where I can. But Jim Rohn says in his video, you need to give yourself the opportunity to create a ratio. And I'll bring it to baseball. Baseball players get paid millions and millions of dollars, right? The good ones get paid millions and millions of dollars to have a 30% batting average. Like 3 times out of 10, 2 times out of 10, they're getting on base. That's you. I only need to give myself so many opportunities for people to say yes, for somebody to actually get started. So I don't let the no's phase me. But if you're only talking to 10 people, you're going to get like 9 no's and one yes. So those 9 no's are going to hit you hard. But what most people do is they're going to talk to people, and by the 9th person that says no, you're not even going to go to 10 because you're like, man, this next person is just going to be a no. But you don't realize everything has a ratio. You have to recognize that. Everything has a ratio, and you're building yourself one. Every time you decide to do or not to do the blueprint, every time you decide to do this or not, okay, that 10th person would be a yes. But because you quit on 9 because of rejection, you couldn't take the pain anymore. It's just a mental, emotional pain. It just kind of hits your ego a little bit. It's okay. People are going to tell you no. It's all good. It's not for everybody. I'm only looking to work with people that are looking for what we do, that are looking for a plan. Okay. So rejection is number 2. Number 3 is attrition. Some of you guys probably don't even know what I'm talking about. It's okay. But when you build a business and you have a team, people are going to quit. And I love what she said about this. Because whenever somebody quits, people like freak out. I used to be that person. I'm like, oh my God, so-and-so quit. I thought they were going to go P2. I thought they were going to really do this. I thought they were really getting trading. And then they quit. And I used to like get so caught up with people quitting. I'm like, I don't even care. I bring out so many people every single month. Like, it doesn't even matter. Like, I'm helping the people that are hungry. I'm helping the people that are obsessed. I'm helping the people that want to be here. I want to help people that are showing me energy, because I want to work with people that have energy, that have high energy. That's what they were talking about. So attrition is just a pullback in your business. It's just people that quit. But look at it. Don't be surprised when people quit, because people quit everything that they do. People quit baseball. People quit, whatever sports that they were playing when they were growing up. People quit going to the gym. People quit on their relationships, on their marriages. People quit everything. What? You don't think people are going to quit your business? No, they're going to quit. That's why we go back to that. Some people were only built for success. Once they have a little bit of success, but then they have some adversity, they're done. And there's nothing you can do to save them. They got to work on them. You're given the opportunity for them to work on them, but they don't see it. It's okay. Timing. Business is about timing. You can write that down. Business is about timing. People have got to be ready to make that decision and be a best them. So attrition is number 3. And number 4, these are the 4 mental enemies, by the way, what I'm talking about. Number 4 is apathy. And what she said, Andrea Cruikshank, Chairman 50, what she said, apathy is when people lose their dreams. And what I converted that to, and what she was saying, is people lose their burning desire. When you lose a burning desire and your hunger, I can't work with you. Nobody can. Okay. So I think that one I think has hurt me the most. I'm not hurt no more. I mean, sometimes I am, but it's just something I got to get over. But I think, sometimes you can pour so much into people, and they can say all these things that they're going to do and X, Y, Z, and then they don't do it. What you're doing is you're attaching yourself to potential. And we don't want potential. We want the fruit. We want the people that actually do what they say and become the person that they say that they're going to become, acting as if. So apathy, people that, they lose their hunger, they lose their drive, and they eventually fall off. And it's okay. I'm not looking to work with everybody, and neither should you. Take your time seriously. When somebody says, oh my gosh, it's $200, $300 a month to do this, can I just learn from you? I'm like, do you have $12,000 for the next 30 days? Because that's how much my time is worth. Okay, didn't think so. $300, it is. Let's get you started. Like, that's how I see my time. I'm a P2K right now. I've got a pretty nice crypto portfolio. I've got a really nice trading portfolio or trading account, but I don't see myself as a P2K. I don't see you guys as where you're at right now. I see you as who you could be, as where you can go. But I don't attach myself to that, because I don't attach myself to potential. I connect myself to, where you can go in that possibility. And I work with the hungry, and you should too. You should work with those that are willing, coachable, have high energy. Don't make excuses. Don't blame. Right. So I wanted to put that out there because maybe somebody on this call needed to hear it. Maybe you're not ready to hear it yet, and it's okay. You'll hear it again, and you'll be a new person, new version of yourself, and it'll click. But I wanted to just give you that to you guys. I'm going to upload this on my YouTube so you guys can go back and watch the recording. If maybe you missed something, you want to just hear it again. But I did want to just kind of give that to you. And something else I just read on my paper, she said, and I think this is so powerful, because maybe you're in this right now, or maybe you will experience this, but I thought this was so powerful. She said there's 8 billion people on the planet, and you're so caught up with, like 50, 100 people. You keep going to the same 50, 100 people that keep telling you no. We were in the airport today and, all this morning, and I was on the plane, and I was like, I was telling Alex, I was like, do you see how many people are in this airport? All we're looking to help is 500 people. Go Chairman, right? All we're looking for you guys, go on Platinum 600, 12, when technically you actually don't even need 12. You need you could do 11, 10, depending on volume, but 12 people to go extra $600 a month. I had a girl sitting at the table last night. She was from Bolivia. She flew in from Bolivia. And she was like, $600 changed my life. She's a Platinum 2000. She said, my family does not have to work anymore because I decided to create a residual income, Platinum 2000, $2,000 extra income a month. And then I decided to, be able to put that into my trading account, decided to go and, create a crypto portfolio. So it was just incredible. What people are able to do when you actually take advantage of what's in front of you, when you have that hunger, when you have that desire. So whatever you guys take away from this call today, I think the biggest thing that I could share with you is have that burning desire for what you want. Get very, very clear of why you're doing what you're doing, and map out a plan for yourself. And if you don't feel like you have a plan yet, have a conversation with me. Have a conversation with the person that you're working with, and we'll help you. Okay. But I want to shift your perspective on what you're really doing here. And looking at this is like, I'm not just learning how to trade. I'm not just learning, how to, build a business and create a residual income. I'm actually giving myself the opportunity to become an elite entrepreneur. I'm actually giving myself the opportunity to learn multiple different skill sets to put myself in a position where I can create wealth for myself. I can create multiple streams of income. I can get money to work for me. So just shifting your perspective and not putting a cap on your success, not putting a cap on your opportunity to really go out and be, do, and have whatever you truly desire. This academy offers you, I know they say 5, but like, I really believe it's like upwards of 6, 7, especially with the crypto side. There's so many different ways that you can create an income. You just have to go out and make it happen. Go out and ask questions. And the last thing I'll say, guys, is make sure that you put yourself in environments that are conducive to your growth. If there's an opportunity for you guys to jump on a call and you can be there, or an event and you can be there, a meeting and you can be there, a training and you can be there, guys, just look at it from a lens of, I can add value to me. I can learn from people that have exactly what I want, can take me exactly where I want to go. And I can put myself in that environment. I can put myself in that position to show up, fill up my cup. Because when I can fill up my cup, that means I can serve and help other people. That's my mentality right now. And I don't know if you guys are there yet. That's okay. We can start building the blocks. We can start brick by brick. But just look at this as like, there's so much opportunity, and don't limit yourself, because we want to create wealth. I want you to be the next success story. I want to help you win. I want to help you get to your goals and dreams. But there's multiple different ways that we can do it, and we don't need to limit ourselves to one thing. So, guys, I really appreciate your time for being here. I know this was kind of a last minute type of thing of getting on the call with the time change and all that stuff. But I do want to open up. I'm going to stop recording. I'm going to open it up. Does anybody have any questions that they have, or anything that they maybe want clarity on, that we can rock before we end the call?